what's the term? It's misery
loves company.
Misery loves company. Yeah. So you cannot trust your friends that are single because they're gonna try to make you single.
Honestly, he
gonna have to be a character for the rest of his life.
No. This is a movie called The Sitter. Have you seen The Sitter? Have you seen The Sitter? It's Jonah Hill.
No, I haven't.
And it just shows that there's a line in the movie that's like, fat guys eat the best. You know.
Okay.
We gotta understand. It's like you always come back to the eating pussy thing.
Ooh,
what is going on?
Wait.
And then you just said facts. So you're speaking out of experience then. Let me.
He said Jason probably a pastor now.
Oh my God, Jose.
He got baptized today.
Poor guy, man.
That's hilarious. Yeah. She in the DMs. Hey, big head. Look at
that. Oh,
okay. I
love it.
All right. I guess I'll go back to like the subject that we were on earlier. I didn't ever get to the next question on it. I gotta ask: is simp a good thing or a bad thing? If a guy's a simp, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
I'm not raising my son to be a simp.
Okay.
I mean, okay. I don't know. I feel like what do you qualify as a simp?
Like I was saying, the unequal exchange of value. Unequal.
Okay, no, a simp is a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
1,000%. Always bad. Yeah, it's always bad. It's never a good thing for a guy to give up his value. Like he doesn't understand his own value. If he knew his own value and he knew how good he was,
it's like a lack of self-love.
You know,
it's a lack of it's self-esteem too. Yeah.
So what's funny is that like every woman, no woman likes a simp. Like no woman will go to sleep with sleep with a simp, right?
Yep. Drives up that
every
Sahara
woman
pussy.
will listen to him for relationship advice.
Yes, they will.
Every last one of y'all will. I mean, and it's funny because the simp will say the same thing that your homegirls say.
Yep.
Oh well, you gotta vet him. You ain't gotta give up the box too soon. You gotta whoop de whoop. Oh, you're doing too much for him, sis. You know, shit like that. Every woman will do that.
Don't chase him. Don't chase him.
1,000%.
The right man will chase you.
And it's the people that you will never fuck, or the people that you would never. Because I'm assuming that all of y'all are, strictly dickly, right?
I like girls.
Okay.
I like fruits and veggies.
I'm not talking about for sex. I'm talking about in for relationship.
Oh, men.
Okay.
Strictly.
Right. Okay.
Well,
so none of y'all would ever try to marry a woman.
No.
But for some reason, you'll listen to every last one of your single friends.
I don't think. Wait. I think it's a bad idea to.
I feel like you burn sage.
I even told my man this the other day. I told him that it was a bad idea. It's a bad idea to listen to your
I love it.
friends.
Hey, look, you trying to get in her box? DM me. I got you.
Don't get in my box, baby.
I'm messing with you.
I'm off the market.
Oh, you're off the market?
You got a boyfriend?
No, I'm just off the market.
Oh, so like you single AF?
Yeah, I'm just
for the night until Jason hit you up.
No.
So
you got that Corinthians.
He like I read song.
Are you celibate?
Am I celibate? Yeah.
Are you celibate?
How long you been celibate?
No, I'm in a relationship. I'm not celibate.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
I said.
Well, I guess everybody starts. Yes, everybody starts somewhere. You said, well, you're dating
No.
Mr. 50. He on the blue pill right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
He on the Mr. 50.
Wait, what?
He's a blue
boyfriend.
He's a blue pillar.
What does a blue pill mean?
The Viagra pill.
Oh God!
He's getting it in every night.
You don't need a blue pill.
That's why you would have.
Stand up enough, okay?
Oh, okay.
Trust me, we had this conversation.
You said you enough?
We had this conversation last night.
Shit, I can't remember what I was about to ask. Oh yeah, I gotta. There's a little test I like to do. Would you rather be with a part-time pimp or a full-time simp? So what that means is like the part-time pimp is the guy that he might go on a business trip once a year and like to another state and another city, and like he might sleep with a girl while he's there. Like he goes to the bar, this girl hits him up, he ends up fucking her. It's no big deal. He comes back home to you like the next day after the business trip's over. Nothing's different, okay? Would you rather be with that guy who once a year does that business trip and might fuck another girl because he's so attractive, or the guy that is a full-time simp? So that means every day you catch him liking girls' pictures, you catch him sending $10 when a girl asks for it. He fucking just be like messaging girls all the time. Like he's just a simp. Like he's giving a lot of his money, energy, attention, and time to all these random women that aren't you. Which one would you rather be with, the part-time pimp or the full-time simp?
It sounds like the simp is the part-time pimp. He getting it in every day of the week.
Well, he's not getting it in. That's the thing. He's trying really hard. but he never
gets
gets it though.
I'm gonna go with the part-time pimp because why you trying so hard and don't get no pussy?
It looks even
You're
worse,
right,
huh?
you're right.
It's even more lame, huh?
I said this last time a part-time pimp, but my man would never do that. So
Yeah. Well,
Sprinkle,
no,
Love
sprinkle,
him.
sprinkle,
I just.
You watch her too?
What are y'all
Wow,
talking
what
about?
just happened? Yeah, I have no clue.
No, but I love.
sprinkle.
I just love to prove though.
That sounds like
Twitter bio.
That sounds like some
Twitter
Zeus
bio.
stuff.
So
I
funny,
don't know.
I'm sorry.
No, what's her name? What's her name?
Ooh, She-Ra.
Oh,
She-Ra.
no, fuck that. His name is D.
Sprinkle.
No, it's D, right?
No, it's She-Ra. And you know what? When y'all were talking earlier, everything that y'all says, like she actually said. So basically, she's like I guess, an advice coach, and she tries to give women advice on how to bag a high value man and things.
What's
on
her
what
name?
To do.
She-Ra.
She-Ra.
This is like a YouTuber or
SHERA.
something?
TikToker.
No, she's actually
TikTok.
on
Is she on YouTube?
YouTube, but people have started to put her videos on TikTok.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
She ain't gonna last.
Check her out. You'll
No,
like
she
her.
will.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
'cause
love
y'all don't like
TikTok.
advice.
No, she gives good advice. Cause the thing is, like, she kind of like coincides on what y'all's kind of message is.
Mm-hmm.
Like she 100% agrees with like a high value man kind of situation, but she does it from like a perspective of like you have to do this and this to bag that man and like be smart about who you try to bag.
Well, I'm saying she's a dating coach for women, right?
I guess
Yeah.
So
so.
statistically speaking, because women don't like to listen to shit, what happens
Yeah,
is
women don't-
Women
they
are
start
stubborn. Women
right.
are stubborn.
They start recognizing that, and instead of being a
They
dating
kinda
coach for
get
women,
mad.
they
They
start
kinda
doing
get
dating
like,
coaching for men.
yeah,
That's what I mean. She's not gonna last because like eventually she's gonna be like, man, these niggas don't listen to nothing.
Yeah, there was a girl that
She
went
even says
viral.
it in her videos.
There was a girl that went viral a long time ago, and one of the she was a female dating coach, and the reason why her video went viral was because she was complaining about how all the girls that she was coaching had crazy expectations and like all this crazy stuff they're asking for. It's like, bitches, I cannot deal with y'all
You'll
no more.
okay, wait.
Y'all are
Oh,
crazy.
you'll do so
Like
much
she literally
better.
said that. She
You'll
was like,
do
I'm done.
so much better. Like okay, for me personally, like you will do so much better when it comes to relationships whenever you kind of like be humble and expect less, because then the man is going to want to give you so much more because like you are just like a humble normal girl. And like the thing is, like, you don't have to pretend to be that. Like if that's naturally how you are, like the man's going to like sense that and like just want to give you more naturally.
Yeah,
So-
so what's crazy is just being Christ-like is what makes a relationship good, and being Christ-like is just being giving. Like I always explain in my relationship with my girl, we're constantly out giving each other. We're constantly trying to out like work for the other person, like do things for them. And the problem today is a lot of people are like, I'm not doing anything for him. He hasn't done nothing for me. Or the guy's like, I ain't doing nothing for that bitch. She ain't done nothing for me. And it's just like, if you have that mentality, you never come together and do this. But like you have to constantly be prepared to do whatever for the other person. Like most people don't want to do that because what happens is you do that for the wrong person and you get burned, or like the girl does it for the like that's what happens every time. And then we're like, fuck this, I'm never doing that again. And like I read a lot of books that are based off relationships for women, and one of the big things that they talk about is that a woman gives their all for their first relationship. They find like that first guy that they're really down for, they put everything into it, and then you're like, once you get your heart broken because you put everything into it, it hurts fucking bad. It's the worst feeling ever, and you're like, never again will some motherfucker get that from me ever again because that hurt so fucking bad. Fuck all these new guys. I want the leverage every guy I'm with now. I want to be the one who controls, like, I want to be the one who controls the relationship. I want to be who controls everything. And then you get into these relationships where you have the leverage, but you don't really give a fuck about that guy. And you disrespect him so much, he'll end up cheating on you, or you'll end up cheating on him. And women do this all the time. And some women get into the cycle, and it takes until they're 30, 35 to realize, fuck, I've been dating these guys that I don't really give a fuck about. And really, I need to be giving my all to the right man, and I'm not doing that. And that's the issue is we always end up relationships with people that we're not supposed to be with, and we're not giving our all to them because they're not that guy. And you need to find that guy and take the risk, take the plunge, and lose it all. But that's the scary thing for women. This is why virginity is such a big deal for women. This is why body count is such a big deal for women. This is why they would do planned fucking marriages and everything. Like, because if you fuck up, if you go to the wrong guy just a few times, you're fucked. You're emotionally so fucked up from it, and there's no way of getting out of the cycle. Like unless you self-realize, unless you have self-awareness. But most people don't have self-awareness today. It's very hard to have self-awareness when everybody around you is reinforcing your false awareness. If everybody was
that's why having the right friends is so important, because like you have like the wrong
so hard.
company.
Even
and
the right
people,
friends
like,
though.
Yeah,
Like,
but like
even the right
it
friends
really
won't
comes from
know
within.
to tell you the
it really
truth.
comes from within.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying. It really does come from within because even your close friends don't know what you're really fucking going through.
I'm definitely gonna push back on that last part as far as like it coming from within, because 90% of y'all, and I'm including myself in that's right. Most people don't know what they don't know.
True. Yeah.
Right. So if you're an empty vessel, you can't come from within to make something out of nothing. So you have to be around people who've been there, who can actually advise you.
Teach
The
you.
problem is
I
that
don't think
most people
anyone's
don't
an
like
empty vessel.
accountability, and so you don't get you intentionally stay away from those people who are going to be like, don't do that, because you want to turn up, you want to do the things that you want to do, right? That's just the reality, especially with women. That's why it's a dating podcast. Most women won't get around married couples for that very reason. Most women won't get around other women who will give you the right advice for that very reason. Most women won't listen to men for that very reason, right? Because at the end of the day, one of the okay, respectfully, accountability for most women is like raid to roaches.
Yeah.
I agree
I'm,
with
I'm
that.
dead ass.
I
Like,
100%
I'm dead
agree
ass.
with
Like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of what it is. So what most of y'all have, if you want to get married tonight, you find somebody that you
Tonight.
disagree with. He's
Let's
50.
go,
He ain't
girl.
got the time, so you got to
She
figure it
said
out.
it's on you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
you
ain't
better-
got no
you better-
prospects.
So I'm telling her, man, he got about good 25 years. You better figure that out. I'm messing with you.
I agree with you though, and I think for me, I'm 26. I just turned 26 in December. I was 25 last year, and that's when I went through like a really, really like hard
shit.
breakup for me. Because me and the guy, we dealt with each other for
Was it Jason?
8 years. No,
Okay.
like this was somebody that was still in the picture no matter what. I wasn't cheating on Jason with him or anything. It was just one of those.
You're
peculiar
alpha
situations.
widowed.
Yeah, I was about to say,
you're
yeah.
alpha widowed.
Yeah. And for me, like that year, I learned last year, like, damn, like, yeah, I can vent to my friends, vent to them, but I shouldn't seek them for advice because it's not that they're intentionally giving me bad advice, but they don't know.
They don't know what they don't
never
know
been there,
either.
right? So I
What's the term? It's misery
Misery
needs
loves
loves
company.
misery
Yeah.
loves company. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you cannot trust your friends that are single because they're going to try to make you single. So then
Well,
we
that's
can all
not
be
always the case. It's just
It's not always, but
but
9 times
sometimes,
out
yeah.
of 10, I'm telling you, and it's like he was
Unintentional
saying,
sabotage.
and even if it's even if it's unintentional, like she's just trying to give her best advice she can, but she's never been in a good relationship, or her parents were divorced, or like she never even saw like a good family. It's like people just like to talk out their ass and talk when they shouldn't even be talking. Like they like to give advice when they shouldn't even be giving advice. That's like the world we live in.
Here's
And
something
that's
funny.
something about real quick, and that goes to maturing and being a woman and kind of the space that I'm in as well. Like last year for me was literally the year that I learned accountability. And by that I mean I've always been the type of person to apologize. I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm gonna sit here and try to understand what I did wrong. But I didn't understand that accountability also meant understanding the role that you played in things and what you allowed. And that's what a lot of young women, we do not understand. We go and we talk to our friends and they're like, oh girl, yeah, girl, give him another chance.
It's feminism too. Like feminism tells y'all go become a boss babe, go do all this type of stuff, and in reality it's gonna keep you from the guys that you really want sometimes. And like that's
so talk to your aunties and your grandma. They know better
Don't talk
than
to
your
them.
home,
Hell
girl.
no, don't talk to them. Maybe your granny, but don't talk to your auntie. Most
No,
of
I'm
them
gonna talk
single
to my
anyway.
auntie.
Is
it
she
just
married?
depends if they're married. Yeah, if they're in a
that's
good
different.
relationship, then
I'd
yeah,
say
you
yeah.
can. Yeah.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.